Hey man, this is the coach.
And this is the Beacon. And this is the Point Blank Perspectives podcast.
Hey, listen,
This boy is
Beacon,
hype.
Beacon.
Yes.
I'm upset.
Why are you upset?
Listen, I'm upset.
Why are you upset?
God's no witness. You know, I get up early in the morning for work.
Well, yeah, okay.
So I go, it's around 3.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Wawa's, my regular Wawa's.
Okay.
You know, I ain't feel like doing a Keurig, so I got coffee.
Okay.
And the Wawa's near my house, they call it Club Wawa.
Okay.
Because all hours night, people come in there with the girls. Sometimes they dress a little scandal, but that's irrelevant. That's
Okay.
irrelevant what I'm saying right now.
Okay.
When I'm a little stressed, when I'm pissed off right now. So I'm in there to get my coffee, and I'm behind a dude and a girl.
Mm-hmm.
The dude look a little high.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Young bull, you know, look a little high. And the girl, you know, nice looking young lady. But then she asked him to get something. And he was like, no, not right now. We gonna get this, go lay down, go to sleep, lay down, and then we'll come back out. He
said it just like that?
Yeah, you know what I mean? No, you know, the entitlement that she displayed, and that's what I want to talk about, man.
Entitlement?
Entitled, people that think they're entitled to things. Now, I'm going to start off with a definition.
Okay.
So I looked up a definition. This is how pissed off I am, okay? Entitled. The definition. A person who believes they inherently deserve certain privileges, special treatment, or benefits without having earned them or without regard for others.
Mm.
That was that chick.
Mm.
I was so... part of me felt bad for the young bull, and then part of me wanted to tell him, yo, man up. What are you doing?
Well, what did she do?
I don't believe I can't have.
Oh, so she started acting out when she didn't get her way.
I look at it as you pulling a tantrum on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to bring it up. That's why we need to have this conversation and let people that's listening to what we're saying don't be entitled.
No, that's a good topic to talk about, because there definitely are a lot of entitled people in this world. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure everybody in this world has that person that when you was talking about it or reading that definition, he was like, yep, I know exactly who fits that description. So, because even when you were saying it, I just left some entitled people because I was at this after school program.
Right.
And you want to talk about some entitled people. It ain't nothing like no little young kids in school.
All right. Now, I'm glad you brought that up. Not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
In my realm of thinking, there are 2 groups of people that can be entitled. Mm-hmm. The first one is older people that been on this earth, that's seen things.
Yep.
Because they can guide you, give you wisdom. Mm-hmm. They deserve it. Mm-hmm. They've been through all the crap that they deserve the entitlement.
Right.
The second is little babies. They can't do nothing for themselves. So if they cry, if they cry and they can't talk yet or whatever, and they crying, that's entitlement. That's fine, because that's the way they express themselves.
Right.
But there's an age limit when that entitlement stops.
Yeah, because that was going to be my question. Like,
yes. There's an age limit.
Because I agree with you on the 2.
I'm looking at when you about 5, I give you 4. Mm-hmm. That's when you, as a parent, we need to start cracking down on the entitlement. Mm-hmm. So I have to say this, man. And I'm going to say this. You parents, and I'm talking to you fathers. I don't have girls. I got boy. But the entitlements start when the father say, this is my princess. she get whatever she wants. That's when the entitlement starts. And what happens? You put that in her head, and what happened then? Now, us guys that may not make, some of us don't make the money that your father would make, or you put your father up here on a pedestal, and then the man you meet, your entitlement may come in because that's what you was taught. I'm fine with that. But that's when it starts to get a little, come on. So you fathers out there, don't do that to us, men. Men, you know what I mean? We catch hell after you let them go in the wild.
No, man, no, I'm gonna disagree with that one. I'm not gonna tell the fathers to stop doing that.
I do apologize. I'm not saying don't stop doing it.
Oh, what you saying?
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
No, because you said you was telling the fathers to stop doing it.
No, I'm not. I didn't mean. I'm not gonna say stop. You know what I mean? Give them anything. No, I'm not saying that. That's your kid.
So what are you saying? What exactly are you saying?
I may be saying. Okay, let me use the word maybe.
Go ahead. What are you saying?
I may be saying at a certain point, you have to teach them that they can't have everything they want.
Yes.
That's what I can say.
That's why I disagree with you.
Okay.
Because my thing is, as a parent, period, you have the right to, raise your child however you see fit.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, when you do spoil your child and create a entitlement within that child, you have to also allow them to understand, like, listen, this is my relationship with you. This is how I treat you. The world might not do all these things for you, or, the boys in your class or the boys who like you, like, they might present themselves a certain way, but they might not show up the same way that I show up.
Right.
And so you got to make sure that you allow them to understand the difference, but also establish that they are worth something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because that's why I think a lot of the parents do the whole spoiling, and especially with fathers and daughters, I think they want their daughter to feel like the daughter doesn't have to rely on a man for anything, so that she won't get manipulated by a man later on in life.
I agree with you.
So it's like, listen, whatever he promised you or whatever he tell you he can do for you and all this, just know daddy got you. So if he making you do something crazy or he talking to you crazy, like, you ain't got to deal with that because I got you.
I agree with that.
So I think that's what that is. But at the same time, some women take that, and then to your point, now it's like they want you to go beyond all the time.
Right.
And it's like most people are not going to do that. Now, that's not to say that you won't find a person that will, because obviously somebody for everybody, but you definitely have to be mindful of the people that you're dealing with, because everybody's not going to treat you the same way.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also, a lot of times entitled people have very, very nasty attitudes.
Yes.
Very, very nasty attitudes.
Yes.
And then a lot of times the person that they are acting like that towards get the blunt end of it.
Right.
They, and it's a shame.
Right.
So,
but see, at the same time, though, I feel like that person is only going to do that if you allow it. So, like, yeah, they might have a bad attitude, but the more that you allow for them to keep acting like that, or the more that you stay in that situation knowing that they act like that, the more that you're basically saying that behavior is okay.
Yes.
Because I believe that a person can only treat you how they're going to treat you. I mean, how you allow them to treat you.
Right.
So at the point that you're with somebody who's entitled and they lashing out at you every time they don't get their way, they're doing that because you probably didn't do anything the first time, second time, or third time. So they're like, oh, okay, I'm cool.
Right.
And I'm not even saying that you have to put hands on nobody, nothing like that, because I don't condone that.
Right.
But what I am saying is, if they start getting loud with you or they start threatening you or doing something like that, you have to respond.
Right.
Like, you should be letting them know, like, don't talk to me like that, or who you talking to, or like something. Mm-hmm. But if you just sit there and not say or do anything, then that person gonna feel like that behavior is okay.
Right. Right. Exactly.
And the same thing going back to the parents, because if the parent, and we'll stick with the father-daughter, if the father sees his daughter act like that way, and then he don't do nothing, now she's gonna go out into the world thinking that she could do that.
Right.
And she might come across the wrong dude that she might mouth off to or talk too crazy, and then he might handle it how he see fit to handle it. And he might not be the gentleman. He might not be the chivalrous person. So that's why you got to be mindful of the balance with that stuff.
Right. Now, coming from a married point of view, I'm never.
You never what?
I never. When I see a wife that oh my God, when I see a wife that does when I see a wife that does the entitlement, never. I don't somewhat blame her.
Okay.
Because the husband is all right with it. How can I be wrong about it?
Right.
Or does it make any sense?
No, it does.
Okay.
It does. Because I mean, essentially, you can't step into a situation that already has somebody there.
Right.
Like a kid with parents shouldn't need somebody to come in and parent, basically.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I get that's what it sounded like you were saying to me. Mm-hmm. Like if the man is already there, why should I go and say anything?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And same thing with a woman. Like if the man is acting up and the woman there, why should another woman have to go and and address it when you sitting right there?
Now, I don't know. Yeah, because you go out and eat. Mm-hmm. You go out and eat.
Yeah, I've been to restaurants and stuff.
One thing I'm not a big fan of when I'm sitting there and I see other guests acting entitled and they're treating the person that's the waiter or the waitress treating them nasty.
I don't like that either. I don't like anybody that treats like service workers, basically.
Right.
Because even when you go to a place and like the janitor is there and you see people speak to everybody, but they won't speak to the cleaning crew or whatever.
Right.
And it's like, why would you not speak to the cleaning crew? They people just like the other person is a person.
Right.
And more importantly, they're doing what they can to make sure that you feel good in this environment, whatever that environment is. So on one hand, you would complain if the environment's no good, but then when the environment is good and you see the person that's cleaning it, you're going to treat them like they ain't nothing. Right. When they're the reason why you enjoying yourself or feel safe or whatever. Okay. So I don't understand people that act like that.
Right. I don't. You know, when it seemed like when people start to get money, that's when the entitlement start to show through.
Well, you know, they say,
what?
They say money really reveals who you are.
You know what? I can go with that.
That's what they say. They say money really reveals who you are.
I can go with that.
Which is kind of crazy because when I think of like some celebrities and you start to see like how they start to act out, and especially when you compare them to like when they first started to where they end up, you kind of see the truth in that statement.
Okay.
I mean, you see it in regular people too all the time, but
right.
Celebrities is another place where it's like, I remember when this person first started, he was humble, or they was humble, and then they get money, and now all of a sudden they talking crazy and wearing all kinds of crazy clothes and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. What?
What? Because you wear crazy clothes don't mean you have the... Oh, that don't mean entitlement because you wear crazy clothes. All right. I'm not going to say, wait a minute.
All right.
I can't. So I'll say what you may like, I may not like. I can't call it crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you, not you.
No, I'm listening. We having a conversation.
Not you. If someone likes Speedos with cowboy boots.
Whoa, dog.
I'm just, this is hypothetical.
Why was that the go-to?
Okay.
You couldn't think of nothing else?
No, I couldn't.
Dang, that's crazy. Man.
All right. So if someone likes to dress in whatever, I can't say it's crazy because that is what you like. And when you dress a certain way and you feel as though I should be treated a certain way, no, you should.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I guess I'm coming back to what you said as far as the not all like entertainers, sports people, because I heard one guy, I guess he couldn't get an interview or autograph.
Mm-hmm.
He got nasty.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's a form of entitlement.
Right. You know, fans could be very entitled.
Right, because no athlete, no entertainer, no nothing owes you anything.
Right. They still human.
Right. They're trying to get to where they gotta go to. And so when they take a couple seconds out their day to sit there and sign an autograph and keep it going, and they may not get to you. Because I noticed that a lot of sports athletes will sign something for a kid quicker than they will sign something for an adult. Not unless they family.
Right.
They'll give their family a football if they score a touchdown. But most times it's a little kid.
Right.
You know, that they give it to. Because a little kid, in their eyes, the pureness of it. Wow. And you see in their eyes, they look all, you know, it's all like, wow. But and when you give it an adult, it's that what can I, you know what I mean?
But some adults use the kids. Because I've seen it.
Oh, seriously? Yeah, that's true.
I've seen an adult, not nobody I know personally, but just like being out somewhere, I've seen an adult get mad at a celebrity because they wouldn't sign something for their child.
So that's like entitlement. That's like you should.
Yeah, because that's what they were saying. They was literally like screaming at the person saying, "Oh, how you not going to sign this for, you know, my kid?" Or da-da-da-da-da. Then they start going down the list. We buy this from you, or we support you, and you can't boom, 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 boom. And I'm thinking to myself like, yo, this person's not obligated to do nothing for you. He didn't even ask you to buy the stuff you bought. So why you mad at the athlete? Like, it was real weird because it was my first time seeing something like that in person.
Oh wow!
And I was like, wow, like because she was really going crazy on me, like really going.
Oh, this is a female.
Yeah, she was mad because the athlete wouldn't sign something for her kid. Wow. And she like really started like berating the athlete.
Wow, that's crazy.
But it was just wild because I'm thinking to myself, he don't owe you nothing.
Right.
Like he don't owe you anything.
Right.
But for some reason in her mind, and that's why I said sometimes the kids get used, because the kid didn't even seem like he was that upset.
Right.
She was more upset than the kid was.
And the kid probably wasn't.
And it came off as you wanted the kid, you used your kid to try to get an autograph because you knew you wasn't going to get one.
Right.
And when he didn't get one, now you really pissed off.
Right. Exactly.
That's how it came off.
Yeah, that is true. And yeah, it do sound like that.
Yeah.
So my question to you, as a single man, have you ever ran into someone that you're going on a date with a female, and if you think she's starting to show the entitlement, how do you handle it as a single? And I'll tell you how I handle something. Well, you want me to go first?
No,
okay, go ahead.
I can go first. I think for me, it's all about leading up to. So conversation is going to tell you a lot. So depending on like how certain questions get answered, depending on certain suggestions that might get made,
right,
or recommendations that might get made.
What do you call them, recommendations?
I'm just saying suggestions, recommendations, whatever it is that they throw out there.
Okay,
it's just I'm saying there's signs that will tell you whether this is something that aligns with your spirit or not. And if it don't align with your spirit, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how I gauge it. It's in the pre-work.
Okay.
So if I'm not going on the actual date, if you're already showing me signs in a conversation, that you are entitled or you have a sense of entitlement or that you can't handle not getting your way.
Ooh, I like that.
Because those are things that you have to know because you got to know who you're dealing with when you going out with somebody, especially for the first time because you don't want to go out and be embarrassed.
Right.
So you always got to just, do the work up front, have conversations, ask questions, see how they respond to certain things. And if everything check off, then it's like, all right, cool, we go out and hopefully, she'll act how she was when we was on the phone and I was asking questions and it ain't all just a front.
Right, I got you. So for me, I can't speak for all married men. I'm talking about for me. And we're talking about entitlement. Angie, for y'all that don't know, Angie's my wife. For
this season 3, they know.
Okay, listen. They may not know. We may have some new listeners.
This is true.
We may have, so Angie's my wife. So if I say Angie, I'm talking about my wife. She asked me something, and I was like, no. Mm-hmm. And it seemed like, and I could take it wrong, but I don't think I did. It seemed like she was a little upset that I told her no. And then a couple times after that, she would ask me, and I would say no. Mm-hmm. And I think we had a conversation because she asked me, I asked you and you keep on telling me no. Mm-hmm. And I had to tell her, just because if I tell you no, okay, you should be able to accept that. You shouldn't get an attitude. And for married people, a lot of times me and my wife we don't have this issue. But a lot of times, a lot of married men, if they tell their spouse no, they use sex. That's a form of entitlement as a weapon. Oh, you ain't gonna give it to me, then I'm not gonna give you that. That's entitlement. And I think that's wrong. I really think that's wrong.
Well, you shouldn't play around with sex, man.
But if people gonna use what they know they can use if they're trying to hurt you.
I know, but that's messed up.
But that happens in a marriage.
Yeah, that's messed up.
As far as a relationship, period, single, you maybe be like, all right, then forget that. I go somebody else, or who knows? But in a marriage,
I know, that's why I'm saying that's messed up. Like, it can't be some other way that you could think of to get your point across.
What are we as men? We're visual creatures.
Yeah, I'm dying.
We're visual creatures, so that happens.
I know, that's crazy though. That's really crazy.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, I look at, you sit back and you look at someone that has the entitlement, and one of the things that excuse me, that I sit there and I think about is, when did that start? Did it start when the person was a little kid? Did it start when did that start? You know what I mean?
I mean, entitlement could start from a lot of different places. It could start from when they was a kid. It could start from them being a part of it could start from them being in a relationship where somebody like kind of turned that on. Right. Maybe they wasn't raised that way, but somebody created that behavior, and then they broke up, and now they feel like going forward, that's how I want to be treated, or that's how I'm going to act. And so it could be learned at a later age. So I think it just depends on different situations.
Okay.
And even as a man, same thing. Like, because it's a lot of men out here that be entitled because the mom will make the son feel like he more than what he probably is.
Okay.
And so she hyping him up and making him feel like no girl's ever good enough for him, and that sort of thing. So I mean, it works on both sides, like.
Right. But it's now. I have I can't remember where I was at, because I'll be over place. I at this prayer time, I can't read. Oh, I have seen it on social media. You fly more than me.
I used to.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, we're not. That's not that. This is not about flight. It's about entitlement. Have you ever? I haven't. Okay, I'm not. I don't make a lot of money.
Oh, here we go.
Have you ever flown first class? Because I haven't.
Yes, I have. One time I have.
Okay, so you can answer this question. Mm-hmm. What is it about first class than not first class where they feel like they're entitled? They're better than you.
I mean, the experience, if you can do it consistently, it's the experience that probably makes them feel like that. Because when you in coach, or if you in like the regular seating, y'all all bunched up. In first class, most of the time you got space. Like, it's space for you to stretch out, and you eating different food. They're not serving you the same food they serving the people in the back. So it's a whole different situation.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, first class is a whole different situation. That's why they pay so much more.
I might have to do a first class.
I mean, at least one time. I think
even if I go to do first class here to New York. I'm doing first class.
No, they're not gonna have first class on that.
Oh, they won't.
That's too short of a flight. You got to do a flight that's.
That's kind of long.
Yeah. You might be able to get something going to like. Well, it wouldn't be worth it to do it to go into Vegas. Honestly, first class would probably be ideal going out the country.
Okay.
That would probably be your best bet.
Okay.
Is getting first class going out the country, or the other side of
United States.
The United States, yeah,
like Vegas.
I was going to say Vegas, but the reason I didn't say Vegas because normally you can find a cheap flight going to Vegas. So that's why I didn't say Vegas. But you probably could find a first class.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a cross.
Distance wise, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Distance wise, yes.
You know.
So like Arizona, California, you could probably get first class.
Okay, so
one of those from Philly because that's where we at.
Right. And I never knew the difference. Because I have never been that privileged.
Yeah, if you go to New York, shoot, you ain't even getting on a regular plane. You probably get on a little small. Like you probably walking on the tarmac. You ain't even going in the airport. You walking on the tarmac. They gonna pluck the propellers, and then you gonna fly off.
You know, I have never been that fortunate, and I said to myself, you know what? I want to be bougie because I entitled people to me. They just bougie. That's the way I look at it. But
not all the time. Sometimes you got some ratchet people that be.
You know what?
Man. There ain't always somebody that's bougie.
But one thing I'm going to say, everybody has that in them to have the entitlement, and we all do it at times.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on what the situation is. It depends on who we're doing it to. You know what I'm saying? That plays a big part.
Well, I think what you said, I think the first part, I definitely understand.
Okay.
Like what you're doing.
Right.
So like, for example, I don't feel like I could be completely wrong.
Go ahead.
But I don't feel like I'm a person that acts entitled. Like I don't feel like I act that way. But there's certain moments in which I would probably I would probably act entitled, like what you're saying.
Right.
So like if it came to like a speaking engagement or something, and I know I'm in a room of people who don't really speak.
Right.
I'm going to feel entitled to either like present myself as the person who's going to do the talking.
Right.
Or I'm going to feel like if the person knows that I do this, that they should be asked that, like they should ask me to do it. Like I should be in the conversation. I would feel some type of way if you get what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm good at that, and I've been told that I'm good at it.
Okay.
So I think that's what you were talking about.
Right.
Like everybody has it in them. I think that's an area where I have it in me.
Yeah. Everybody has it. It just depends on what can bring it out of you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, what can bring the entitlement that everyone shows it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say everyone have it, because I go back to one of those groups, and we all was in the first group, the little baby.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was in that group. If you are alive today, and listen, some people, if you are alive today, you was in the first group.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna shift a little bit. I'm gonna shift my gears a little bit, like I'm in a truck.
Go ahead.
Entitlement sometimes gets very dangerous, and the reason why I'm saying that, all right, let me say it this way. Because you have an agenda, and I'm not going to say no groups.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not going to do that.
Right.
Because you have an agenda and you're trying to push your agenda, sometimes there's entitlement comes along with that. And I will explain to you. You say, well, Coach, what you mean? Well, let me tell you what I mean. All right, how can I say this? If I believe, I'm getting ready to walk a real fine line.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I don't care. I don't care if people come for me. I don't care.
Go ahead, man.
This is my belief.
Say what you gotta say.
If you are a dude and you was born a man,
mm-hmm.
you do not have the entitlement to go into a woman's bathroom.
Mm.
You do not have that right.
Mm-hmm.
You do not have that entitlement, that right to do that.
Mm-hmm.
This is my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm speaking for fathers.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't have a daughter,
mm-hmm.
but if I had a daughter and my daughter was in that bathroom
mm-hmm.
and a dude went in that bathroom, that would be a problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
And there would probably be some fisticuffs. I'm keeping it real. I don't know how many other fathers feel that way. I don't believe it. Oh, I'm going to go get the police. Hey, come out of there. Nah, I don't have a daughter. We're not even doing that. I'm sorry. If that's me, you know what I'm doing? After I do what I gotta do to do, I get on the phone. Angie, come get Lily. I'm going to jail. I'm just keeping it real, dog. Listen, I'm speaking for fathers. I am speaking for all fathers that have daughters and they may run into that situation. Or I'm out with my niece
mm-hmm.
and that situation go down.
Because
now I got to defend her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm speaking for those. I'm speaking for those men.
So here's what I will say.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Because I'll never forget the first time that I went somewhere and it was like a unisex bathroom, but it was an adult place. I've never seen it implemented with kids. I've only seen it with adults. So I never forget. I was in a relationship at the time. I went to California.
Okay.
And we went out to this club or restaurant or something. I mean, not a restaurant. It was like a club or a bar or something.
Mm-hmm.
And both of us had to use the bathroom. So we went to go to use the bathroom. I went in the bathroom, used the bathroom, and it just so happened that the one I went in, wasn't really nobody in there like that.
Okay.
So then I came out the bathroom, and my girl didn't come out yet, but then the door that I knew she went in, I saw a dude just walk right in there. And I was like, hold up. So then I opened the door, and then I saw, like, you could tell, like, it was a unisex joint. And I was just like, oh, and then I had to look at the door, because I'm like, am I tripping? And I looked at the door, and the door, it had, like, both sexes on there.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay, this is new, this is different. But, yeah, no, my first reaction was, like, to follow him, like, yo, what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you thought he had entitlement.
I thought he was tripping. I'm like, yo, like, what you doing? Like, yo, my girl in there. Like,
right.
But when I got in there, I saw, like, it was a bunch of, like, women and men in there. So it was just like, oh, all right, I guess. Right. And that's what made me go back and look at the door. I'm like, hold on, am I tripping? And I looked and they had men in, and I was like, oh, all right.
I was downtown. I was playing poker. And
I'm sorry, before you do that, because you brought up the niece thing. So the reason that I'm thinking about it now is because in the situation with my girl at the time, I had a quick reaction, but I quickly kind of like calmed down once I saw what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm an uncle and I have a niece, I would be weird about the kid thing, but I also, I would either try to see. I would ask her how she feel about it, because I also understand too that I'm older, and there might be some level of awareness around stuff like that nowadays that she might have that maybe I don't have. So I would just ask her if she really had to go to the bathroom. Like, you sure you want to go in there, and explain to her that's a unisex? And
that's not what I'm talking about.
What you talking about?
I'm talking about, you know.
Oh, you talking about.
Right.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I'm going to say what I'm talking about for people that may not know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, now I got you.
And this is the coach. There are a lot of times as your kid get older, you will let them go in the bathroom by themselves. You're going to stand near the door and you say, go ahead in the bathroom. Now, if you're standing in the bathroom and this dude that feels as though I want to be a woman, that's my entitlement, that's my right, now goes into the woman's bathroom. They're dressed like a woman, but that's still a dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Because they feel as though the entitlement, because this is how I feel, I'm entitled to get the same privileges as women. Now, again, I'm going out on a limb. Okay, Beacon? I'm going out on a limb and say I'm talking for all men out there. That the men that don't really want to say nothing. I'm speaking for all the fathers that have girls. And they're girls at an early age where you may go to the movies or go somewhere. Dad, I gotta go to the bathroom. What men gonna do? They gonna look around. All right, go ahead. You know, they a little nervous because it's a little girl. And then you see a dude that's dressed like a female, lipstick or whatever, and he is going into the female bathroom. Because and they'll say, yo, what you doing? Excuse me, but I'm a woman. I'm entitled to. That's a problem for all fathers out there, all uncles out there. Oh, man, you got a little girl. That's a problem for us. But that's just. I had to get that off my chest.
No, I mean that's a good topic. Because I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know how I would react to that. I think again because my niece is old enough to know, that could be a concern, but she's also old enough to know that it could not be a concern for her.
Right.
So I think that's why I probably wouldn't fly off the handle, but I would just make sure she was cool. But if she's already in there, it's almost like there's really nothing I could do for real. I might, because the other assumption too is that I'm able to visibly look at this man and see that they're dressed as a woman.
Yes,
because sometimes you can't.
I'm saying, but you saying that this is a dude.
Yeah, so you say in the event that I can look at him and tell it's a dude, how would I respond? I really don't know. Because I guess the other part to that too is I'm assuming if they dress like a woman, they're not interested in my niece. And I know that's not true.
And what you're saying may be true.
Right.
But it's the fact of the protective now start to come up. Because we're looking at yo dude.
And yeah, I think the example that's even more so is if they're not dressed up as a woman at all. So let's just say it's a guy who is just saying, like, you know how they do now, I identify as X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So if it's a guy and I identify as a girl, I'm going in this girl's bathroom, then I'm like, whoa. I'm probably going to physically stop you. Like, whoa.
Right.
My niece is in there.
Right.
At least wait till she come out and then you go whatever.
Right.
But if we're talking about somebody who dresses as a woman, I'm probably thinking to myself, all right, I'm not too worried about that because in my mind, I'm not thinking that they checking for my niece.
It doesn't.
I'm just telling you.
No. I'm saying for some fathers, it won't even matter.
Right. Some fathers, as soon as they see it, they're gonna go off. Yeah. And I'm just saying, I'm not there, and it could be because I'm not a father. It's fair enough. So
because you don't have a daughter,
right? And I do have a niece,
right?
And I go out with my niece, and so I'm always make sure that she's good.
But it's a different story.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I know you don't understand that.
Yeah, I'm not comparing.
You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be some fathers out there that's gonna listen like that's a different story. Yeah, no, you know what I mean? That's my princess.
And they right. Yeah, no, they right.
And I'm with you. You don't have a daughter. I don't have a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I just got boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I just got Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with you. I can speculate. And I would not like, especially if you're starting to talk and I think you're starting to give me your entitlement. Mm-hmm. That's when I think anger will now start to rear its ugly head from me. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on, dude. You know what I'm saying?
No, dude. He was like, I already told you I'm a woman.
Right. I ran into that situation. But we're talking about entitlement. But I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm in Wawa's. And
this Wawa, man. Because you said Wawa's.
Oh, it's Wawa. I was in Wawa. I shouldn't say it, but I was in Wawa. And I sit up there and I say, I give the guy my money. He gives me. I say, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm walking out the door.
Mm-hmm.
He said, excuse me. So I thought maybe I forgot some change or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I'm not a sir. And then he went to say all these pronouns.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? And I don't even want to say. I'm just like, these people is getting younger and younger with the entitlement that they can sit there and. When I say entitlement in this situation, I'm thinking of you're putting your beliefs on me. You what you believe. You ain't got to throw it in my face. I don't care about your entitlement or what you don't bring it to me. I made a mistake. I didn't know. I just didn't know.
So once they, I guess a couple things. When they corrected you, what was the tone? Like, was it like an angry tone? Was it?
Yeah.
All right, so they was angry, and then
excuse me. That's what it was, and I stopped because if it was a regular tone, I would have just kept on walking because I talked about me because I'm keep on. But when I hear "excuse me," I stop.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah. See, I'm not no man. And then all these pronouns, which I interpret as your entitlement. You want to be. Oh man! And I didn't say nothing. I just kept my mouth shut. and the next thing that came out my mouth, and stop laughing at me. The next thing that came out my mouth, and that was just by the grace of God. I'm sorry. That was the next thing that came out my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, ain't really nothing else to say.
No, could have been a lot to say, but it was just like, you know what? I'm sorry.
No, because it's not worth. Right. Yeah, like that's why I'm saying there ain't nothing else to say. Like, all right, my bad.
That's it. I'm sorry, my bad.
Ain't nothing else to say. That's funny though.
But I seen in my eyes, in the lens I was looking at when I felt though I was getting chastised like a little kid. I looked at entitlement. That's the way I looked at it. Like,
I'm just glad you got it right, bull. Well, I ain't gonna say bull, but you about to get tightened up in that joint. I'm glad.
I wasn't. I was sorry. I ain't got no problem saying
I ain't gonna say bull or shit. They was about to tighten you.
Right. Whatever. No, we wasn't. We wasn't gonna get to anything. I'm sorry. That's all I said. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just playing, man. I know you wasn't about to do nothing.
No. And
that's funny though.
Yeah. So now I don't know why, and this probably happened to you.
Oh.
I'm coming out the store, and people always asking for some money.
Oh, like change and money.
Yeah. Yeah. So they wait. They get you as you're going in the store. Mm-hmm. I say, I see what I can do. Mm-hmm. I knew I was paying my card, and I was like, oh man, I ain't really got Mm-hmm. Then the entitlement from this dude. Oh man, yeah, you had some change. Beacon. I wanted to say, man, go get a job. But I didn't say, I just kept on walking, man. Because I wasn't even mad. I was just like, this entitlement. What the hell?
No, I've had worse than that.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, no, I've had worse than that.
With the entitlement?
Yeah, like
go ahead.
I've literally went in a store. The person said, "Can you help them with this or this?" And then you actually like get them something, and you give it to them, and then they be like, "Oh, you couldn't get this." I've had that, and I looked at them like, "Yo, what?" Like, yo, get out of here, man. Beat it, buddy. Yeah. Like I literally had that. Went in the store, got you something to eat. I'm thinking I'm doing a good thing.
Right.
Oh, you couldn't get this. I'm like, yo, like
a special brand name. Man.
Yeah, like because I don't remember exactly what the item was. I just remember it was something with food.
Right. Okay.
Because they were saying they was hungry.
Right.
So they was asking for money. So rather than buy them, get them the money, I bought them something to eat.
Which is it's good thing. Doesn't right?
Okay. And I gave it to them. I'm expecting to thank you. Yo, you couldn't.
You was mad, right?
Yo, because I couldn't believe the entitlement and the audacity. Like, you hungry? I ain't hungry.
As you tell this, great. As you tell this story, you looking mad.
Yo, people be out of line, man. They be out of line.
That would touch it.
Yo, people be out of line, bro. Cause you mad because the boy looked at you and thought you had money. I actually spent my money. This boy had attitude with me.
Oh, shit.
But see, that's what you learn though.
Right,
that's what you learn, because then it's like, oh, like sometimes you can't help people because they don't really want the help.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, because when I did that and he reacted like that, I'm like, oh, he was trying to use my money so he could spin off and go get what he really wanted to get.
Right.
It ain't nothing to do with no food. He was saying he was hungry.
Right.
I brought you food. You ain't hungry no more.
Right. No, he ain't hungry.
Now you want the smoke.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, man. I thought you was going. All right, man.
Or I'm going into a store and I don't know why I get mad, but I get upset.
Mm-hmm.
Open the door for you, and say thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad joint.
I'll be like, to me, that you're just entitled. Come on. You can't. It don't take nothing to say thank you.
Yeah, that's a bad joint.
So I look at you like you looking like I'm supposed to open the door for you.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not supposed to. And this is man or woman.
Right.
This ain't just focused on one section, one group of people.
Mm-hmm.
This is man or woman.
Right.
It's two groups of people. They ain't even got to say thank you. They ain't even got to say thank you. Babies and old people. They ain't got to say thank you to me. I'm happy to do it for you.
Right.
But if you ain't a baby and you ain't an old person, well, goddamn, you can at least say thank you. You can at least say thank you. That's my philosophy. Come on, man. Thank you. Yeah, but sometimes your parents will have an entitlement towards you. Meaning, I'm expecting you to do this for me. You laughing? Come on, man. Come on.
I'm laughing because I know it's true. I'm laughing because I know it's true. I've heard stories about it, and I've actually seen with my own eyes like certain situations where that kind of thing pops up.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's a real thing.
Yeah. I'm expecting you to do that.
Right.
Wait a minute. Hold on. And then you really see the entitlement. Why? Because they get an attitude with you.
Right.
They get an attitude like you doing them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You asked me. I'm doing you a favor. I could be doing something else. You be doing something else. What do you mean?
See, now you was talking about me when I was talking about the homeless pool.
Right.
And then I can see your tone change when you talk about this.
Oh my gosh. Cause my mom, she gets the entitlement award.
Not the award.
She tells me one day, I'm your mother. You supposed to do it for me. What? Excuse me? Like what?
See, but your parents can get away with that sometimes, though. Sometimes, yeah. Like,
right.
Because there's certain times where you do have to tell your parent, like, all right, I can't do that right now.
Right.
Like, I might be able to do it, but I can't do it right now.
Right. Or a friend. This is not just a parent.
Well, I was just sticking with parents.
Okay,
you mentioned parents, so that's why I was sticking with that. I mean, yeah, obviously, you tell a lot of people, sometimes you got to adjust it, but for your parents in particular, like I'll do more. My mom is more likely to get me to do something that I really don't want to do than the average person, because I take into account. Well, shoot, this person birthed me, this person raised me, this person, you know what I'm saying? Right. So there was times where she had to do stuff that she didn't feel like doing for me. So that's how I kind of look at it. Like, all right, I don't really feel like doing this, but I know if I don't do it, then, it's going to be an inconvenience to her. I don't want her to be inconvenienced. So, all right, whatever. I got you. Right. But it's also been times where it's like, all right, well, I would like to do that, but I got something else. I can't do that.
Right.
But normally with my situation, like my mom's be like, all right, cool. Well, whenever you can or whatever. And I'd be like, all right, cool. Like she'll never like try to throw it in my face or try to make it seem like I'm a horrible son or nothing like that. Right. Yeah. So if that's the energy, then yeah, that's entitlement.
Right.
Yeah, that's entitlement because your parents shouldn't be trying to throw something in your face. That's crazy.
And you know, the entitlement where it's real close, the people that's real close to you, is you start to make it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And somebody say, yo, man, let me borrow $20, $30. I really ain't got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, when you start off with oh man, dang, I'm just down the entitlement, or it never happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I will lend you what I can afford to lend you if you decide to burn me.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, and we're gonna jump on title. For me, if I lend somebody money, I'm not gonna ask it back.
Right.
You know you borrowed that off of me.
Right.
And if you choose you want to give back, okay.
Right.
Then you know what that means. Now I don't have no problem telling you no.
Right.
Because you burnt me.
Right.
So you make it. You're doing good for yourself. And all of a sudden, so have you ever had somebody, again, this haven't happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, let me borrow money that you know they can't pay back. Do you still lend it? And if you don't, do they get upset? Because getting upset is a form of entitlement to me.
I don't care how nobody feel if I tell you no.
No, I'm just saying. Have you ran into that situation?
I mean, normally, a person that's asking to borrow money normally is in a situation where financially they messed up, whether it's temporary or long term. Like they're in a situation where if they ask them to borrow money, they probably messed up. So I normally don't even lend them money unless I've already taken into consideration this person may not pay me, most likely will not pay me back.
Okay.
And I'm trusting that this person that I'm lending the money to will have integrity because I don't lend money to just anybody. So if I lend money to you, it's because we have a relationship where I respect you and I like you and I want to make sure that you're good. And I feel like I can trust you.
Right.
So at the point that I lend you the money, because I've had people that I've lent money to, they came to me with the sob story and I lent them money and they was, oh, I promise I'm going to do this or I'll get it back to you, boom, boom, boom. And then you never hear from them again.
Right.
And then you see them randomly somewhere and then they either looking all salty like, oh man, like I know I burnt them, I don't really want to look them in his eye.
Right.
Or they hitting you with the sob stories of why they didn't. And it's like, I don't care. Right. I lent you the money because you needed it. I didn't lend you the money hoping that you get it back to me when you said it because I already kind of anticipated that you might do that.
Okay.
Because it's unfortunate, but some people are willing to throw away good friendships over a couple dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, once you burn me financially, we can't still be cool.
Now,
we can't.
So my question, what is the most you will lend? What's your cap? Depends on who the person is?
It depends on my financial situation. It depends on who the person is, and it depends on what the situation is.
Okay.
It's a combination of those things. I can't really give you...
Well, I got you. I understand.
Yeah, I can't really give you a number like that. Okay.
Now, have you had anybody that got that, pulled the entitled card? Oh, man, I can't even believe this, man. I'm just only asking for a little bit, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I've had
that.
I've had that. I've had that. But normally... in those situations, especially if it was somebody who I really rock with, if I did break down and give it to them, they got it back to me.
Okay.
In most cases. Now, it's also gotten to a point where, because this is another sense of entitlement, where because a person pays you back all the time, they feel like they can keep asking you.
Okay.
And it was situations where I had to cut certain people off because it was like, I know you pay me back all the time, but I'm not about to sit here and let you keep on messing your money up thinking you can come to me every single time.
Right.
And I bail you out. Like, no, I'm not doing it no more. I don't care what you ask me for. I'm not giving it to you no more.
Got you.
So I've had to do that too, where it's like, I could help you, but I'm just not going to because you have a pattern of just not taking care of your finances. So why should I have to keep digging in my pockets? And you do pay me back, like, you know what I'm saying? You do pay me back, so I can't even talk. I can't put smut on your name like you don't.
Right.
But at the same time, why do I gotta keep like waiting for you to give me my money back?
Right.
That don't even make no sense. Get yourself together so you ain't gotta keep paying me back. So I've seen that too. But one of the biggest entitlement things that I thought about as we were talking about this was in business. In business, when somebody starts a business or somebody has something that they deserve to get paid for, it's always the people closest to you that had this sense of entitlement, like you're supposed to give it to them for free, or that they're supposed to get some sort of discount or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, like if somebody's providing you with a product or a service,
right,
regardless of whether y'all friends or not, if they providing you with a product or a service, no, they don't owe you nothing free because y'all friends. They don't owe you no discount because y'all friends. Like, pay them for their service or pay them for their product. And if you don't want to pay them, then just leave their stuff alone. Now, if they decide they want to do that for you, then cool.
Right.
But you're not entitled to get that. You're not entitled to have that just because y'all friends. That's something that they learned how to do. That's something that they've established a value for. And so you think just because you know them, you supposed to get it for free just because y'all played tag when y'all was 2? Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
So that's another sense of entitlement that I can't stand.
That's true. That is exactly true. Yeah.
Because people do it all the time. Oh, you fly drones? Oh, why don't you come do this for me? Yo, no. You know how much that license costs? You know how many hours I spent learning how to fly a drone? You know how many drones I crashed trying to learn and how much money I spent buying drones? Like, no, I'm not doing nothing for free.
Right.
And if I do, it's going to be because I want to.
Right.
So every once in a while, I might do something, but for the most part, no. Like,
right. You got to pay for my services.
Yeah, like I'm providing you a service.
Right.
So
yeah, man, this is what I had to get off my chest, man. This conversation we had.
Yes,
it's definitely
a topic to be talked about.
Yeah. So if anybody, got anything they want to say as far as entitlement, just get with us. How can they get with us, Beacon?
I mean, they can leave comments in the section wherever they listen. So, Spotify, YouTube, I forgot. We in a whole bunch of different places. Okay. But anywhere that they listen to our podcast, they can leave comments because we always try to respond when we do get activity. They can reach out to us on social media because we have the Instagram, we have the TikTok. So they can definitely reach us there at Point Blank Perspectives Podcast. Yeah, those are the 2 ways I think they can reach out to us.
Okay. And also, if you like this and you know somebody, share it with them. Hit the like, share it with them. Let them listen to them. Let them listen to what we saying because they may be hearing themselves in the mirror.
Yeah, I was just about to say, just put it on whenever you got that person that's entitled. Just randomly just play it. Just randomly play the episode, and then just keep looking over at it like, what you think? What you think?
Right. What you think about that?
What are your thoughts?
Yeah. So, on that note, thank y'all from the humble bottom of my heart, man. We appreciate every time you listen and check in with us.
Yeah, we don't feel entitled, man. We appreciate
we don't feel
y'all
entitled.
taking the time
and
to
we don't
to us and share.
Right, and we're not doing it for the likes and all that. We want to help people. That's our thing, to sit there and help. Then this is our regular conversation, what we be having. So on that note, man, this is the coach.
And I'm the Beacon. And this has been the Point Blank Perspectives Podcast.
Peace.